Randy Orton meets Triple H, The Undertaker returns, Brock Lesnar lies about cashing his money in the bank briefcase again. Friday! But none of that matters, people, because it got overshadowed by the most extreme WWE moment I've ever seen in my entire life. ECW. This is awesome. Fight forever. Fight forever. And I thought that Kofi Kingston winning the WWE Championship at WrestleMania was actually a good moment. This is the type of crap I wanna see. I bet Vince McMahon enjoyed the crap out of it. Can we get more of these, by the way? Welcome back to another episode of Greatness of Raw. And I can talk crap about Monday Night Raw for hours. It's easy, but I'm gonna try to find some positives because I guess me talking crap about WWE all the time might get old. I'm gonna be honest with you, but if the show is bad, it doesn't necessarily mean that everything is bad. So, and that's a pretty good way to describe this week's edition of Monday Night Raw. We got a few cool things. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it really sounded like the crowd was edited. I know it was not. I do realize that the crowd was real, but it was exactly what WWE would want from a crowd. We want Roman! We want Roman! Roman! I'm confused. I'm really confused. That was the weirdest WWE crowd I've ever seen. It's almost like WWE has no hardcore fans anymore. I really want to be positive, but I cannot at this point because the show opened with Roman Reigns. Like I've said, people, it shocks me every time when Roman Reigns makes an appearance on Monday Night Raw when he's actually a SmackDown Live superstar. I'm shocked. I'm beyond shocked. Can we just get rid of the wild card rule and draft Roman Reigns to Monday Night Raw because that's the only reason you actually introduced this rule? Please, thank you very much. So the show opens with Roman Reigns. Took him 5 minutes to get into the ring and he got interrupted by Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. They threatened each other until the Revival attacks Roman Reigns from behind. The Usos made the save, setting up a 6-man tag team match. Typical opening to Monday Night Raw. And it's weird because we were supposed to get a bunch of cool moments, but they started the show with the most negative things. Drew McIntyre and the Revival defeated Roman Reigns and the Usos. McIntyre won the match for his team with a Claymore kick. After the match, the heels beat Roman Reigns down. The Revival hit him with a Shatter Machine and held Reigns up so McMahon could spear him. This is just embarrassing. Nobody cares about that rivalry. So, Shane McMahon, Elias, and Drew McIntyre was not enough to keep Roman Reigns down. We needed the Revival. So I made a joke that it's going to be 20 people against Roman Reigns. It's actually becoming a reality, people. Seth Rollins was a guest on Miz TV talking about Brock Lesnar's promise to cash in his money in the bank briefcase tonight. Backstage, Brock Lesnar teased a cash in, but he did not cash in just yet. There were actually people who thought that Brock Lesnar is actually going to cash in. You fools. We got some footage of R-Truth losing the 24/7 championship against Jinder Mahal and then winning it again. One question, why is Jinder Mahal wearing his wrestling attire? Right here? It seems like WWE cannot forget about WrestleMania because they had to mention that Becky Lynch accomplished everything she could accomplish in the WWE. So she brags about it again, just like Kofi does all the time. She was interrupted by Lacey Evans and Charlotte Flair. This set up a match between Flair and Evans, which ended by disqualification when Lynch pulled Flair out of the ring. I guess this was a huge match. It was actually pretty entertaining. You have Lacey Evans, top contender for the Women's Championship, and then you have Charlotte Flair, also a top contender for the Women's Championship. So I cannot say that it was not a big match, so props to WWE. But like always, if it's not happening at the pay-per-view, it has to end by disqualification or someone has to make an interference or whatever. It's not gonna end fair and square, so there's really no reason to watch. Rey Mysterio relinquished his United States Championship, and unfortunately he had to give it back to Samoa Joe. I guess it makes sense, kinda, but then again, referee made the call. You are a champion. It doesn't matter how it happened. It really does not. Instead of doing a tournament, a one-on-one match, a triple threat match, really anything, you just gave the championship back to Samoa Joe. I know they are going to continue their rivalry later. I'm pretty sure Dominic is gonna get involved. But do a tournament, something that would make the championship just a little bit more prestigious. Can you imagine something like this happening with the WWE Championship? I got injured. Here's the most important WWE Championship for you, bruh. Just enjoy this championship. And then Samoa Joe choked the shit out of him. Nikki Cross defeated Peyton Royce. What? This really happened? Peyton Royce, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, lost a match? She lost 100% of the matches and now she lost again? Wow, this is shocking, people. This is absolutely shocking. So Alexa Bliss was in Nikki Cross' corner, and during the match, the Iconics teamed up to knock a coffee out of Bliss's hands. Alexa sit on it, but Cross won the match with a neck breaker. After the match, Bliss hit a DDT on Billie Kay. So, you know what? At first, I really like this idea. Alexa Bliss acting like a babyface, a sarcastic babyface, kinda in the middle. And I feel like they should win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Why not? If these two are not doing anything with the championships, maybe WWE would find plans for these two, since they are kinda entertaining in my opinion. It felt like Alexa Bliss is being a little bit more genuine, and she actually enjoyed teaming up with Nikki Cross. Not necessarily teaming up, but you get the point. But after watching SmackDown, it seems like people are playing different characters on both shows. And we are going to talk about that on Greatness of SmackDown, but I find that to be very weird. Seth Rollins came to the ring and begged Brock Lesnar to honor his word. Lesnar shows up, completely destroys Seth Rollins, and announces that he would be cashing in on Friday at Super Showdown. Again, I'm shocked. It's almost like everyone actually already knew that. Wow! Friday! I'm gonna do it on Friday! Friday, Paul! Friday! I gotta be honest, people, I was kinda rooting for Brock Lesnar. So I really wanted him to win the Universal Championship. I know, it's weird, but I kinda wanted that to happen. Does it make me a bad person? I don't know. I really wanted Brock Lesnar to win the Universal Championship. Rollins was taken away on a stretcher, and we also seen Becky Lynch helping. You fools thought that Brock Lesnar is actually going to wrestle on Monday Night Raw? What? You know what's interesting? It was the weirdest thing ever seeing Brock Lesnar in his wrestling attire on Monday Night Raw. I thought I was dreaming. So we got the weirdest edition of Firefly Funhouse. This is getting weirder and weirder every week, and I love everything about it. Possibly the highlight of the show, we got a Vince McMahon reference, him being the devil. I like it. I think we got a Husky Harris reference as well. Pull up your pants and do the muscle man dance. Triple H meets Randy Orton. So they had a long rivalry. At this point, with no build, what could you possibly say? Surprisingly, they nailed it. Triple H said that Randy Orton really is a diamond, and he's one of the greatest WWE performers of all time. Randy Orton, on the other hand, told Triple H to get his balls out of Stephanie McMahon's purse. And the most entertaining thing about it was the way Randy Orton was just laughing. My man broke the character in a way. Triple H said he never had any. It almost felt like two friends arguing rather than an actual rivalry. I don't know if it's a problem, but at the end of the day, it was actually really entertaining. Like I've said, if WWE sucks so much at the moment, I'm just gonna enjoy some nostalgia if you are gonna give it to me. I don't care. Ricochet defeated Cesaro again. Before the match, Cesaro said that you are not going to defeat me again, ever. And I could be wrong, but I feel like this match was actually cut out of the Hulu version. That sucks. We only got a few matches on the show, and the best match on the card was actually, erased. Ricochet won the match with a Hurricane Rana into a roll-up. After the match, Cesaro attacked Ricochet, then he wanted to pull out a table, but R-Truth was hiding on it, I guess. All the 24/7 championship competitors ran out and chased R-Truth. You know what? I'm not ready to say that I was wrong because they can actually ruin it at any second. But so far, this R-Truth 24/7 championship title reign is getting better and better. I actually enjoy it. WWE sucks so much, I can appreciate a couple of funny moments. And that was possibly the worst ending to Monday Night Raw I've seen in a while. I'm fine with segments, promos, closing the show. I'm completely fine with that. But that was unacceptable. Undertaker cuts the same promo he always does, you're gonna rest in peace. Except now I'm eating vegetables and I wear a couple shirt. Goldberg, do you really want some vegetables? Anyway, so he says that he wants the real Goldberg and not the family man Goldberg at WWE Super Showdown. And of course, you're gonna rest in peace. Whatever. I love The Undertaker. It's just that it didn't really do anything for me. And the show ends. That was it. That was actually it. So, I don't know. That's gonna be a short review. Nothing. So much happened on the show, but then again, nothing really happened. It's a weird show, I'm not a fan of the WWE. And like I've said, can you just admit that the only reason the wild card rule got introduced is because you felt like moving Roman Reigns to SmackDown was a terrible decision? You feel like he's the ratings. Just admit that and change it. Just remove that rule. I'm gonna talk about SmackDown, but I really have no reason to talk about SmackDown. Because it has the same rivalries, everything that happened on this show continued on SmackDown. It's horrible, people. It's absolutely horrible. But thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching the review, even though the show sucked. I really appreciate that. If you watched till the end, let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs.